compound sentence is made with two independent clauses. So we have a subject and verb in this clause and a subject and verb in this independent clause. The clauses are joined with another part of speech called a conjunction. The conjunction fits right in between the two independent clauses. Conjunctions are joining words. And, but, yet, or, so are normal conjunctions that you'll probably see quite a bit. And an interesting one, the semicolon, this punctuation mark, a semicolon. So what we really have is two independent clauses. That means two sets of subjects and verbs that are separated by the conjunction. When you have a conjunction in a sentence, in a compound sentence, right before the conjunction, you usually have a comma, that punctuation mark. The comma comes prior to the conjunction itself. Unless, of course, you're using the semicolon, and then that is the only punctuation that you would need between the two sets of subjects and verbs. There are other coordinating conjunctions other than the ones that I've shown you on the board. But as usual, I'm trying to do what's normal, what you'll normally see, and I can always expand the exercise later on to include some of the exceptions. But these coordinating conjunctions are the norms. They're usual. You'll use them a lot. George Washington was the first U.S. president, and he lived at Mount Vernon. What we're looking for is two sets of subjects and verbs that are separated by this conjunction. In fact, many children can spot the conjunction first. So here we have George Washington was the first U.S. president, and here's the conjunction. So this conjunction is going to separate two sides of our sentence. This side, and here's another. So we're going to have a subject and a verb on each side of this conjunction. Let's see if you can find it. George Washington was the first U.S. president. Okay, here we have a subject, George Washington, and a state of being verb was on this side to the left side of the conjunction and. Now we're going to be looking at after the conjunction. He lived at Mount Vernon. So I see a pronoun that's functioning as a subject, he, and what did he do? He lived. So we have our subject and verb on both sides of the conjunction. This split it off. So it follows all the rules. One independent clause here that took us from George Washington to the conjunction. And the second independent clause starts right after the conjunction. We're looking again for a subject and verb. He lived, and then to finish it off at Mount Vernon to the end of the sentence. So this is another independent clause that starts here. So independent clause to the left of the conjunction, independent clause to the right of the conjunction. The only thing that we're lacking is this punctuation mark, which goes after the first independent clause and right before the conjunction. So the sentence is now complete, a compound sentence. Basically, we could have stopped the sentence right here. George Washington was the first U.S. president, and made a simple sentence structure that I explained in a former video. We could also start here with a capital letter at he lived at Mount Vernon, period. That would be another simple sentence. So we would have two simple sentences joined with a conjunction makes a compound sentence. They're very easy to make. If you are efficient with writing a simple sentence structure, we're going to need 2 of them. Joined with a conjunction, you're done.